I would say like 80% of success has been from fixing this stuff that's like the inner work that I talk about. I've got the marketing strategy. I know how to write great emails. I can do copywriting. I can do marketing and sales. Having that inner work complete and feeling like I'm ready to step into that like next version of myself, which I know sounds a little bit woo-woo. That was the missing piece of my puzzle for sure.
Hey guys, welcome to another case study. I'm with my amazing client, Kelly Cookson. She is a marketing mentor. She is an email marketing expert. And if you are looking for anything marketing email-wise, she is the absolute guru, and I massively endorse what she does. I'm getting her on today because she has, since we worked together, what was it, in March or April this year, she has pretty much got her highest business month ever. She made, over $20,000. Was it twice or a couple of times?
I've done 20K once, but
20K once, and you've made consistent money. And I wanted to bring you on to kind of share, how has your journey been working with me, and how have you liked the experience so far?
Oh my God, Zach, it has been enlightening for sure.
Yes.
So I remember when I first came to you, I was convinced there was something funky going on with my mindset in terms of what I'm kind of like open to receive, or even how I could dream big enough to hit my goals in business. And the stuff that we did right at the beginning of our time working together, it has definitely like blown the doors off any kind of ceiling that I've been putting on myself, and just really inspiring me to do more, like things I didn't even think were available to me. Like, you have really helped me to feel more confident and excited about what the future holds. So that was like the biggest thing straight out the gate that you sorted me out with. And that's what I came to you for, if I'm honest. I was like, I know something's gone on here. I need Zach to just blow this wide open and help me kind of get through it and get to the other side.
What about the money work that we've done? Because I know you've been in different masterminds and stuff like that before, but we kind of really harnessed down a lot on money and the stuff that you had around money and things growing. Because a lot of business owners don't really focus on this. It's more on how do we make more money, but they don't work on the inner stuff that's going on. How do you feel we've went around that? And what were your biggest learnings around the money kind of stuff that we did together?
So I had a suspicion because I'd been doing some of your work through Nick's mastermind, right? So I already knew what you were about. And I was like, the stuff that you were teaching there, I was like, oh my God, he is onto something with me. Like, I felt like it was speaking to me, because I do not come from like a wealthy background. We're not poor, but we're very like working class, like, nothing special. So I knew somehow I was kind of limiting what I was capable of. So when we first started working together, and I came to you for that reason, doing that money focused or like mindset piece, it's kind of bigger than mindset though, isn't it? It's like you call it programming, like inner work was absolutely pivotal. And I had no idea how to do that stuff without your help. I mean, I've looked into it before. I've scratched the surface. I've read all the money mindset books. I've done free trainings. I've like journaled on it. I've meditated on it. But honestly, Zach, I needed your guidance with my specific situation of what was going on to help me kind of bust through that and make actual progress with it. And I know, like, if anybody watching this is like, but what does it mean? Like, what is money mindset? What is Zach doing? It just, something shifts. It's like the energy, the self-belief, how I show up now in my marketing and to my clients, the inner work that I've been doing and continue to do, because sometimes it comes back. So it's like, I'm on a high. Oh no, it's creeping back in. Has been, I would say, like 80% of success has been from fixing this stuff that's like the inner work that I talk about. I've got the marketing strategy. I know how to write great emails. I can do copywriting. I can do marketing and sales. Having that inner work complete and feeling like I'm ready to step into that like next version of myself, which I know sounds a little bit woo-woo. That was the missing piece of my puzzle for sure.
What do you think? Because I think, like, in the last, 5 or 6 months, you've like quantumly leaped in so many different areas that I would say, like, you've become more authoritative. You're really strong around pricing. Your sales abilities got better. There's all these assets that you have now. What do you think on, because obviously you went from like 10K a month to 20K a month or whatever. How do you kind of go into coaching from your perspective? Because there's people out there that are doing coaching programs or whatever. How have you been able to take the most out of this coaching program and pretty much implement it? Because you are a person that implements, like, you're a person that takes massive action, and you kind of have a very authoritative approach around, just give me the information and I'll do it. Why do you feel like you have that? And because I feel like a lot of people don't have that. They don't have that the action in them? What drives you to do that? And what do you think it is from seeing business owners and being around other business owners and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, good question. So I think when I first started this business, so I started it in January 2020,
Yes.
I knew that it needed to work because the whole reason for starting my business was I had a young daughter at the time. She was what, like 2, 3.
Yes.
And I didn't want to have to put her in out of school care, like when she started school when she was 4.5, whatever. I wanted to walk her to and from school. So I was like, corporate job, not really going to help me with that. I need to make this work. And bare minimum, I am making my corporate salary when I kind of got out the gate. So I was very focused and believed that I could do that from the start. And I do see sometimes other people like clinging on to the part-time job, or they won't take the leap. It's like at some point you've got to go for it and believe in yourself. So I feel like I have got that, and I knew that it couldn't fail because I didn't want it to fail. But where your support came in was that next level, because it's all right. I mean, like, replacing the corporate salary. I mean, that is amazing. But the whole thing about running your own businesses, the potential is absolutely insane.
Yes.
Like, there is no corporate ladder to climb. There's me steering the ship, and I can steer it wherever I want. I can carry on with, just making like the bare minimum, or, having a nice time. It's great. But like you said, Zac, I am one of these like action takers. Like, I was the geek at university that was working late at night doing all of the
I can tell by when we work together, you're like, you have the geeky energy. But I'm like, even just to add to that, I feel like every time I talk to you, you're going somewhere with your family. Like, you've done well financially to do a lot of these cool things, especially like with the current climate that we're in right now. Financially, you're traveling and doing all these amazing things because you've done well financially, and because you actually put the freaking work in. That's why you're getting rewarded right now. And I feel that's why any program that you do or whatever in the future, you're going to be a massive success because of
go all in.
Because you have to go all in. So if there's a lot of people out there, Callie, that haven't worked with me yet, and they kind of have already a preconceived idea of, he just yells at me. He'll just yell. I don't know. What's your kind of take on that? If someone was out there thinking, I want to work with Zac maybe, but it's like he might be too intense for me. What would you say to that person?
Yeah, so I think that's one facet of your personality, but on our one-to-one coaching calls, you are definitely not too intense. Like, I always leave our call feeling like, come on, like I'm about to smash it and absolutely like get stuff done and hit my goals. Like, your belief in me helps me to have belief in myself. So yeah, you don't shout on calls. You're very kind, and like, you really have a great way of listening. And because we've worked together for so long, like we're in like a year together, I feel like you really know me and my business. So like stuff that's happened and where I want to go, and you remember that, and you show up to the calls, and you're here to support me. So yeah, like, you do get super passionate about stuff, and that's good. Like, I want that. I want to get off a call with somebody who makes me feel like I can take on the world. And that's why one of the reasons why I hired you, because just watching like the group stuff that I've been in, where you were group coaching, the energy I got from that was great. And I was like, imagine if it was just me and him on Zoom, it would be like next level, which it is. So less shouty, more like supportive, cheering me on, and giving me actions to take at the end of each call, so I know what I've got to do.
All right, I appreciate you jumping on, Callie, and saying what you said. I'm looking forward to the next few months with you. It's going to be massive and big. But guys, if you need any email stuff, email is not my expertise. If you're watching this, you want some email help or whatever, go to Callie. I'll have her tagged on this video, and check out her stuff. She's awesome at what she does as well. I appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you. Thanks so much, Zac.